Hello everybody, and hello everybody. Welcome back to another video. And if you're old like me, you've probably heard of Fantastic Frontier. And every year, um, they do an update log for the long-awaited update that they are going to be adding pretty soon. I'm going to summarize this entire form right here, and so you don't have to read it. All right, let's get started. So the start, it's just greeting everybody. It's kind of like they have a huge trove of content and features, just so they hope we'll enjoy the sneak peek right here. Weapons. They are adding a bunch of new weapon types. Bombs, axes, miniguns, magic wands, and so much more. Possibly. Mm, mm, mm. All right. This update, they are bringing an arsenal of new weapons with brand new mechanics. They're basically going to be adding a bunch of new weapons, new mechanics, new play styles, basically changing the whole game forever. Like, I think in a positive way. I don't think it's going to be a bad update. Judging by they've been taking 7 years to make a new update. They're adding a bunch of new weapons, a bunch of new equipments, with new stats. All right, right here it says you'll find a new variety of stats you've never seen before in Fantastic Frontier. Um, some examples would be versatile cooldown reductions. Right there. Fishing. They're adding new fishing rods, new fish, and yeah, it's probably going to be a really good way to get money. Judging by it's the best way at the moment. At least for beginners. Oh no. All right, mining. They're adding new pickaxes. They're gonna whole like redo the mining system. Um, I think. Uh, but reality, no more mining has been completely overhauled. I think they're like adding new content on mining. Oh no, my vocabulary's ass as fuck. They're adding new high level pickaxes, shit like that, new ores and stuff. Rebalance the ores and crafting. Because right now it's kind of nobody really minds. Bird hunting, they're adding new birds. Monsters, they're adding new monsters and bosses. Probably with like new mechanics though, which would be really cool. Like, imagine if like you were fighting a monster and then it's just like fucking I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do. Fetch just goes it fucking turns on its fucking domain expansion. Shit would be terrifying. The IP just adding new items, but into like their new worlds and the previous one, as stated right here. So wait, is that what it says right there? No, it's not. Fuck. Uh, basically adding a bunch of new items. Um, yeah, luck. They're adding a way to get luck, but there are when you have equipment pieces, there's a chance that it would have bad luck, kind of like a curse. So you might lose luck. Often exchanging misfortune for greater might, making basically saying that the cursed pieces are probably going to be better, like stat wise. String, like, all right. Um, some weapons may give you luck or bad luck. Thievery. All right, so sometimes there's going to be locked chests, but if you have like if you had your set based off of like a thief set, you'll basically be able to unlock these chests and using like lockpicks and shit to get rare items and like good loot. All right, bug collecting. You're gonna be able to collect bugs. So like you have like this fly swatter. You see this right here? You're able to pick up these bugs. Kind of like how do I? Kind of like the bird hunting mini games. They're gonna add a dice game. And no, it is not like gambling as stated right here. They're gonna make it more like a board game because Roblox has rules and they don't want to like lose their game and get canceled. That would be pretty bad. Uh, there are a few activities coming to the considered mini games, but among them, having the dice game that will stand out. All right, you'll get rewards right here. You get rewards for doing them, as you probably have guessed. They have mounts. Yes, finally mounts. So they're gonna be adding mounts to the game, but where does it say? Well, yeah. So mounts are privileged items, and an intern will be quite expensive. So basically, so don't hang up the Funky Driftlander just yet, because if you attain a specific mount through any method, you'll be able to reclaim that mount on any save file you've once reached. Once you've attained a mount, you'll be able to read on a save file. Wait, they're adding save files? That's going to be amazing. All right, Gorbachel has gone mad, creating a Grimmermus, awe-inspiring worlds for you all to explore. I tried to rein him in. I told him he didn't have to go so hard. He didn't listen though, and instead honed his craft over for the years to create a diverse range of some of our largest and most detailed areas yet, from dark dungeons to divine palaces and everything in between. I want to share just a glimpse of what you can expect. So right here we have a picture of what the bugs. It's looking like those are also some bugs. Kind of looks like the Sonic rings. We have Saturn in the distance. It's probably like what they explained at Divine Castle just before. Here it's kind of like an underwater area, so there's probably gonna be a way for like you to swim underwater and shit, which will be really cool. That would be really cool if you could go spearfishing instead. Oh my god. We have a desert oasis. I don't know if this is gonna be its own world. Well, I don't know if all these is gonna be their own worlds, but this um is this perhaps an insect right here? That's a monster right over here. And then there's this one. Fungum trailer. I don't. This kind of looks like a radioactive type area. Looks pretty cool. And that's it. Have a good night, or day, or afternoon, or whatever time it is for you. And see you next time.